Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Xena520, and welcome back to Metroid Prime. In the last episode, we did a little bit of exploration, and we found the boost ball and the high jump boots. We also discovered the Chozo Temple at the impact crater and claimed the first of 12 artifacts needed to unlock the impact crater. And in this episode, we're going to continue our exploration of Phendrana Drifts to try and make our way somewhere. We're not making our way anywhere. We're trying to get more items. Now that we have, excuse me, little stinker. Now that we have the high jump boots, we are able to jump up on this platform and quickly make our way up here. However, we also have the ability to jump over to this platform. If I remember how to do that, I think it's actually you jump up here and jump up this way. Yeah, you're supposed to jump up that way. I don't know why my brother and I used to have to, or we didn't used to have to, but we would jump from that platform to this platform to get up here. Anyway, we can jump up here. That's the important part. And then we can come in here and avoid that guy. Whoops. Avoid this guy. And avoid this guy again as he drops his explosive electrical balls, and make our way in here. We're just gonna come around the back of this guy and just absolutely destroy him. And we're gonna start jumping up this Chozo Temple looking place. Jerk. We're gonna try to avoid these no, they're not plasmites. What are these things? What are you called again? Crystallites. Okay. I'm gonna avoid these crystallites. Whoa! Okay, almost forgot this guy. This is an ice parasite. It's basically the parasites from earlier, but it's made of ice. And they're not in massive swarms. They are, however, just as weak. We're gonna hop over here and find a bunch of stuff. So, important to note, this guy, the statue's hands seem to be frozen in place. There appears to be a shell of ice encasing a water basin. The water originated from the statue's mouth. This looks like a door. This is a door. And if we scan the door, a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman adorns this door. A symbol is carved into its forehead. The translation reads, "To pass my gaze, seek my twin within this room." And we have 4 statues here, each with their own little red symbol. Here we have a philosopher, a warrior, there's the shaman, and there are stress fractures in this object, which is made of brimstone, and an architect. So destroying this with a missile reveals a bomb slot, which, when activated, will of course open this door and allow us to pass. I really hope they do some fleshing out of Metroid, of the Chozo in Metroid Dread. Anyway, we roll into here and we have ourselves another 2D puzzle. We simply need to destroy this block and roll down here to destroy those pieces of the pillar to allow us to roll through here. And if you're really good, you can make it out before the block reforms. Unfortunately, I'm not really good, so we're just going to continue on and find ourselves in this large amphitheater-looking room. What was that? Well, as you can see, the door behind us locked purple. What do we have here? The wave beam. However, getting close to it activates a trap. Door locks, and there's several baby she-goths trying to get to us. Jeez, man. They also don't have any chivalry or honor, and will simply fight us as they see fit. And as we defeat them, more appear. So we have to fight 4 of them. And once they're dead, the wall behind the wave beam crashes down, revealing this lovely fellow. This is a regular she-goth. Supreme predator of the Phendrana Drifts, she-goths are invulnerable to most beam weapons. The crystals on their back absorb energy, which they can fire at prey. She-goths have poor stamina. They hyperventilate after using their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly of a she-goth is susceptible to concussive blasts. In battle, they expel blasts of frigid gas to assail their targets. They are also fond of ramming and trampling their hapless prey. Beams will not affect this guy, so instead we have to shoot into his mouth with missiles while he's panting. However, hitting him with a beam weapon will cause the crystals on his back to charge up. Come on. However, spamming enough missiles does take him out relatively quickly. Do we get a... No? Oh, yeah, there it is. Another orange credit. We're gonna grab some of our missiles back from these boxes scattered around the room. There we go. And that last one had some health in it. But we can now claim the wave beam. And this is our first new... Excuse me. Let's make sure I didn't do any damage to this thing. Nope, we're good. This is our first new beam. So, in order to activate the wave beam, we need to press and hold plus and aim up. The wave beam, true to its name, will pass through walls. I think. Maybe not. I don't think it does, actually. No, it doesn't. However, it is made of electricity and can open purple doors. The wave beam also has another useful feature in that it is the only weapon that is able to destroy bomboos. A single charge shot from the wave beam will kill a bombo. However, it will also draw the bombo in while you're charging. For the scatter bombos, charging up a shot will make them a lot faster. But now we don't have to deal with that annoying dodge the lasers problem. Wave beam in hand, we can now access that purple door we saw earlier. However, one thing you'll notice is that this room is now occupied by she-goths. That is a permanent change. The She-Goths in this room are here to stay. That is not the button I wanted to push. Our next destination is Ice Ruins West, which is up there. Simply double jump up here and double jump up here. In this room, we'll eventually get She-Goths as well. Once we progress in this area far enough. To get up to that purple door, we need to go up that way. However, before we do, there's some enemies up here that you are going to want to scan before you go any further. These are ice Shriek Bats. After a certain point, these enemies are replaced, as well as these ones, with an adult She-Goth. If you do not scan them now, you lose the chance to scan them at all. So, the reason why we came up here is we now have to shoot this icicle, which will drop that chunk of rock down and allow us to climb up onto this platform and go through here. I'm going to blow up the ice Shriek Bats so they do not bother me. And I believe there's nothing I can do here, right? Yes. That ice is too strong for missiles. Oh, we can now come in here, and unfortunately, we got scarabs. I believe this is one of 2 rooms that these scarabs appear in Phendrana Drifts. And they are not welcome. Puzzle room. This room has a puzzle in it. So, the boost ball. In addition to using half pipes, the boost ball is also able to utilize these objects here. These are called spinners. To use them, you simply roll inside and keep using the B button to spin your morph ball to make the latch come down on top. There's another one on the other side of the room here. And using these will open up the gateways in the ceiling. And opening both sets will activate that bomb slot at the top of the room. So now we need to get up there. And to get up there, we have to jump up here. Here's our bomb slot. Activating this will fill the room with water and cause some of the platforms to start to float. This is timed. We have a limited amount of time to get around and up on top before the water recedes. However, before we go all the way up, we want to roll in here and grab another energy tank. And I screwed up because I fell in the water. So I have to wait for the water to come back down. Let me up. Asthma's kicking up. We're going to climb back up here, reactivate this doohickey, refill the room with water. Unfortunately, you can't skip this cutscene. And we're going to hop around here. Luckily, we don't have to worry about the water anymore. So, we've got 3 doors. One of them is deactivated. This one is a wave door. And this one has a shield on it. anytime you see a shield like that, it's usually going to be a save room with some flavor text. Schematics for Research Lab Hydra access. To access Research Lab Hydra, proceed through the purple doors to the south. Schematics for Glacier 1 Secure Zone access. Personnel bound for research area to proceed directly to checkpoint. So taking the purple door will lead us into the research area. But I guess the other door will lead us into the secure area. However, the secure area seems to be deactivated right now, so we can't get in. So, let's head into the research area. There is a turret, but this room also has the one and only chance for you to scan. Sir, this lovely chap. This is a shadow pirate. Pirate forces trained and equipped for stealth operations. A select group of space pirates have access to sophisticated cloaking technology. This gear drains high levels of power, however, forcing them to rely solely on melee weapons in battle. Use enhanced destruction gear when fighting these units. This is the only shadow pirate that has his cloaking device malfunction. This is the only one where you can get a scan on him, because the rest of them are invisible and you cannot lock on. Also of note, the wave beam, being an electrical weapon, has a stunning effect on it. Use at your discretion. Entering this room will cause this little drone to drop down, see us, and sound the alarm. We now have to fight several waves of space pirates. Before killing them, though, we're going to want to scan them. Space pirate. Sentient aggressor species well trained in weapon and melee combat. Space pirates wield galvanic accelerator cannons and forearm mounted scythes in combat. This species seeks to become the dominant force in the galaxy, and their technology may help them realize this goal. Ruthless and immoral, the pirates care little for the cost of their own ambition. Only the results matter, and they take these very seriously. I am stuck against a wall. Excuse me! I will... So, the spam technique does not really work with the wave beam for one very specific reason. You have to wait for the wave beam cannon configuration to reactivate. However, you can stun pirates and most enemies with charged beams of wave. Beams of wave. I love how I talk sometimes. Anyway, there was a turret in here. Oh, that's right, I blew it up. No, I didn't. There it is. I'm gonna switch back to the power beam, which you can do, by the way, if you have a different beam open. If you want the power beam, all you have to do is press the plus button. You don't have to do any of the selection nonsense. Unfortunately, this door is wave. Let me just take care of these bomboos. And now we're in the research area. Scanning this will give us access to Research Lab Hydra. And deactivate whoa. Deactivate the force field and allow the other pirates to notice us. Thankfully, I can now... Okay, and the other thing about this pirates, they like to stick to the ceiling. You can see that one up there. And I love how they ragdoll. Also, what is down there? I've never noticed that before. There's a giant pit in the center of this room. I've never noticed that before. Anyway, this room is going to be full of stuff for us to scan in a bit. So let's take out the rest of the space pirates in this room. As long as you hear that song that's playing right now, there are space pirates active in the room. Luckily, they get taken out easily with 2 missiles. Also, that thing will blow up if you shoot it. Just get rid of that. Give my missiles back. Whoops. Hello. I love how they ragdoll. They go flying. Anyway, before we go up here, let's take a look at what they are doing down here. Do we have any lore? Specimen 102, increased volatility, recorded predator awareness indicated even in cold stasis. Stasis tank is empty. Oh, that's not what I wanted to scan. We'll come back to that. Specimen 002, euthanized 12.091.0.4 after psychotic episode scheduled for removal. So, let's see what the space pirate data has to say for us. Log 10.344.8. We have codified the newfound energy source as Phazon, a V-index mutagen of which we have very little reliable data. Indications point to a meteor of unknown origin expelling Phazon into the environment. This material appears to possess the power to mutate organic life forms sufficiently to withstand its poison. These mutations appear promising, with abrupt evolutionary leaps appearing in a single generation reproduction. Plans to establish a full science team on Talon 4 are being finalized. This one, log 10.587.7. Mining operations have begun near the crater where Phazon appears to be most concentrated. Daily Phazon yields have increased 44%, and our mining system becomes more streamlined as personnel and equipment flows increase. Several incidents of Phazon-induced madness have been reported, prompting augmented life support regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respiration, muscle spasms, and in the most extreme cases, hallucinations. A timeline reassessment for the refinery operation is recommended, as the material proves more unstable than initial analysis indicated. So that's where the Phazon came from. Xenome S-A is undergoing relocation to Lab Hydra. Subjects transfer ordered after a pronounced increase in aberrant behavior. Security clearance ADR-13. Phazon infusion within central energy core of Xenome S-A is at 70% saturation. Increased dosage appears viable. What are they doing? Log 10.712.1. Most terraforming and retrofitting of security checkpoints on Talon 4 is complete, but we continue to research the alarming epidemic of breaches by local creatures. Door records show no unauthorized entries, so we must presume that creatures are either slipping in undetected during daily personnel moves or else finding their way in through subterranean tunnels. We have found many small breaches of this latter sort and plug them wherever we can, but it is unlikely that we will ever achieve full extermination within our current timetable. And by scanning 50% of our logbook, we get a silver credit. Increased acidity levels recorded in Phazon amniotic bath. This is likely a side effect of Phazon ingestion by test subjects. Phazon fluid bath levels at 70%. Checking diagnostics per procedure 12.003.8. And finally, Space Pirate, log 10.515.8. Our initial tests exposing Talon 4's indigenous parasites to Phazon appear to be successful. Increases in strength, size, and aggressiveness are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions, like additional poison sacs within the abdomen and the appearance of a second ring of mandibles in several subjects. These creatures were chosen because of their resilience, and it appears possible that, given enough exposure to Phazon, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transport them to. Our methods will have to be refined. We currently have a 100% extinction rate after the 4th infusion period, and most survivors of the 3rd infusion stage are so violent and uncontrollable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experimentation will result in success. So, this phazon stuff, excuse me, computer, that they have found on Talon 4 is being used for their experiments. So at least we know where it came from. It came from here. Question is, where did it come from and what is it doing? Transfer of specimen 344 to Lab Hydra complete. Further infusion suspended pending security assignment. Prep work on all empty stasis tanks must be completed before specimen batch Y arrives on 12.3.12.2. Okay. Here's some more data. Log 10.664.2. Research Outpost Glacier 1 in the Phendrana Drifts region of Talon 4's mountains is operating at 85% capacity. Sub-zero temperatures have made the Metroids sluggish and easy to control, even those well into phazon infusion cycles. Cold containment stasis tanks are sufficient for the juveniles, but some of the larger Metroids have been moved to quarantine caves for safety purposes. Security doors remain an issue as malfunctions due to ice occur every day. Large predators in the wastes are also a concern as they continue to kill personnel and breach secure areas. Unfortunately, it has become clear that our containment teams cannot neutralize all of them without a vast increase in munitions and soldiers. Wait. Metroids? Here? And they're using phazon on them. Door in the ceiling. That's annoying. What do we got going on? Oh, jeez. No off switch here. Just get rid of that. So they have Metroids on Talon 4, and they're experimenting on them with phazon. That cannot be good. Whoa, hi, how you doing? Get out of here. Launch you. Where are you? Where are you? I know you're there. There you are. See ya. Boing. Are there more? Oh, yeah, there's another one. There's another two, actually. Okay. Now they're all gone. And killing them all will reward us with that panel activated. Before we activate it, though, let's see if there's any important lore we got going on here. Log 10.401.7. Phazon mining is underway. Several garrisons have been established and terraforming of the Chozo ruins is underway. Security systems are operational, and science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Phendrana Drifts have proven to be an optimal location for research headquarters, and soon it will be joined by a fully operational combat base and starport. If Command's predictions are half true, we shall rise to dominance in this sector within a decacycle. Truly, these are glorious times. And this other one. Log 10.299.2. Scans of the spiral sector detected a massive energy spike emanating from a Wanderer-class planet identified as Talon 4. Oh, so this must be the first entry. Scout reconnaissance was immediately dispatched to the center of the spike, a landmass at heading mark 40.08.02, returning with planetary samples and atmospheric imaging. Analysis shows the energy source to be an unstable radioactive material of enormous potential. We are unable to form an accurate risk assessment at this time, but we are unlikely to find an energy source as powerful again. Analysis will continue, but currently Talon 4 appears to be a viable secondary headquarters. Scanning this will initialize holographic sequencing. And it will activate this bomb slot here. This will cause these pillars to start pounding and activate this bomb slot on the other side of the room, which we will have to jump up to. Also, are these scannable? These are scannable. Is there anything worth scanning here? Ooh, excuse me. It doesn't look like it. So we're going to hop over here and activate this other bomb slot, which will set the glowy bit there in the center, a glowing, and activate 4 spinners around the center, which we need to activate to bring these little relays down. And yes, this is required. And that will bring down this and turn on a holographic projector of the star system. However, more importantly, it reveals a power-up at the top of the structure that we can now get to. So, let's hop all the way back up. Now, before we get too far, there are 2 planets of relative importance that we need to scan. First one being that one. Planet Talon 4, mass 5.1 trillion teratons. Profile. Ecosystem studies indicate that Talon 4 was a biological paradise prior to the impact of an extraterrestrial object. What remains of the biosphere is slowly fading due to exposure to phazon radiation. At current rate of decay, Talon 4 will be a barren Class 13 wasteland in approximately 25 years. The other planet is this one. Planet Zebus. Mass 4.8 trillion teratons. Profile. Planet's crust is primarily earthic ore, making it ideal for subterranean construction. A Class 19 planet, Zebus is inhospitable to most bioforms. The world was considered unremarkable until it became a base for space pirate forces. The others don't really matter too much, but those 2 are the most important. And it also shows that Talon 4 is in fact a planet within the solar system of Zebus. However, this is the first of our beam combos, which I will explain in a moment. This is the super missile. Beam combos are special attacks that utilize your beam and missiles at the same time. The super missile will take 5 missiles in a fully charged shot to fire a really powerful missile. It is also the only one that is required. What do we got in here? Blah. Blah. Flavor text. Anyway, we're going to save here. And next time, we are going to continue our exploration of this Space Pirate ground control center and see what else lies within its depths now that we have the super missiles. This is N520 signing out.